Greetings, ladies and gentlefish. It's a Sunday afternoon. The Scottish weather has decided that right about now it needs to be sunny. I have a suitable quantity of alcohol, including some strawberry gin, which is really very nice. And of course, because it's lovely weather outside, that clearly means that I'm going to be inside in front of a PC, playing Alan Wake. Hurrah! So yeah, I've got the booze, I've got the lack of scary weather, and I've got the suitably scornful and sarcastic remarks of Loki in the background. Or I'm sure I will have when I inevitably make a tit of myself. So hopefully we're going to play through Chapter 4 of Alan Wake. See if we can do it in a single sitting. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. The opening cinematic for Chapter 4 was actually tagged onto the end of Chapter 3 when I played it, so I might have to splice that into this video artificially, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's going to give that to me again. We shall see. Anyway, let's jump into the murky end of the gene pool and find out if Alan is actually going psycho or not. Who knows?
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
So we've just had a sequence where Dr. Hartman has pumped Alan full of drugs. Sorry? Possibly wonderful opiates, although that seemed to imply that Alan might have been having a psychotic episode, so who knows. And we're currently in a
Good
room.
evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Pet gorilla?
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
So I'm in Dr. Hartman's clinic. At the end of Chapter 3, of course, I was sucked up by the darkness and fell off a cliff thing. So, bed, IV drip, typewriter, manuscript pages. I'm suspicious, but we shall see. Creator's Dilemma. Now available in bookstores across the country. The engaging new book by Emil Hartman, PhD, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow, explained in his own words, and there's quite a few trademark symbols there. Nope, can't go that way. Fair enough. Wow, I even have my name on the door. What's through here? Because screw plot. Night Springs, the video game. I think Night Springs was the name of that weird-ass TV show that's occasionally been on, well, TV. And there we go. Night Springs, the video game for the Xbox 360. And there indeed is an Xbox 360, because product placement. And that's a whiteboard with a load of stuff. Oh, wait. Is that a drawing from the game creators about how they were gonna make the game? Because they've got a section labelled dark, and that seems to be a forest. And I wonder if that's a bit of video game design from them. Yeah, Torch, bad guy, axe wielding maniac. I like that. What's this? Looks like a board game or something. Oh, it's the, I can't remember what it's called, where you have the different holes and there's like a marble and you have to tilt the playing area to get it down certain holes. Shut up! Not in a dirty way, and you know it. Alright, anyway, so that's...
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
And I believe
This
Chubby
way, Alan.
McChubberton over there. Is he a patient or is he the aid in case things get a little bit hairy? What's over here? Oh, someone's an artist. Except all these canvases are blank. And there's a bed. These rooms are quite sparse, but never mind. And what's in here? Here is in locked. Okay, have you noticed when Alan goes to open a door, all he does is bat his hand backhanded on the door itself? He doesn't actually go for the handle, which amuses me. It's all he does. The door's locked. He just sort of bats his hand against it. How do you know it's locked? You haven't tried the handle, Alan, you utter tard. Well, it's pretty. Very pretty. Yes, I know I need to follow Dr. Hartman, but I cares not. I am exploring. If you've been watching this video series and you're expecting me to just blindly follow the direction in which plot is going, then clearly you have incorrect. Is this a wooden
Alan,
lift?
from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Which has pretty much been my leading, well, broadly speaking, my leading theory throughout this game, that Alan's just having a bit of a whack job moment. That's presumably Hartman's office. That's a picture of some stuff in monochrome, maybe a garden or something. That's another picture. Is that Alan's house? I don't know.
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
So then, of course, we do have the issue that, is Alan now actually going doolally, as Hartman is telling him, or is there actually
It's all
creepy
in
stuff
your
happening?
head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return, I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Excuse me, I'm going to use the stairs. Let me guess, the door's locked. Face palm! No, sorry, hand palm. No, hand palm? That doesn't even make sense. Is that just clapping? Oh well. Yeah, Alan just bitch slapped the door again and it didn't open. Checkpoint! Yeah, because I've really been in so much danger thus far. Oh well. Ooh, motion blur is still a thing. Cool. Door. Screw you! Stop making me follow plot. Ooh, a massive sundial. Deck chairs! Cauldron Lake Dewberry. So this is Cauldron... Oh, this is, where the Dewberry was, wasn't it? The cabin was supposed to be. Wasn't it? No. I can't remember.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake.
Up there.
I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
What is this place?
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
There's a storm
Alan,
brewing.
what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all, I'm
Hartman
the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Sorry, he's asking why it's difficult or I don't believe what he's saying. He's telling me my wife's dead, considering the amount of effort so far in this game that Alan has gone to to try and save his wife, regardless of whether that effort is going to bear fruit or not. Considering the amount of effort he's gone to, the fact that you're telling Alan his wife is dead is going to automatically mean he doesn't want to listen to you. This is really easy to understand. You call yourself a doctor, presumably of psychology, and you don't seem to get this. You, sir, are an idiot. Anyway, rant over. I guess I'm just following this guy. It's getting dark. I'm sure there'll be a flashlight and a revolver somewhere because, you know, I'm sure Dr. Hartman has one in a drawer for the inevitable Cloud of Darkness moment. Or maybe he is the Cloud of Darkness. Wait, this isn't Final Fantasy 3. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, get your fat ass out of the way. Seriously, how do you take up so much of the stairs? Move, you big fat fatty. Anyway. Oh, now he's going to open the upstairs room. Ooh. It's going to be dark. It is gradually getting
Come along.
darker and darker.
Let's go inside.
I'm inside. Ew. Hey, look, it's Mr. McCreepy again.
Come on, spooky. Come on.
Oh, it's because it's a nut job, isn't it?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Poor lynx. Or is that a puma? It's not a lynx. Lynxes have the little wispy bit
Scary.
on their ears.
Emerson,
Patient rooms are up there.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. No.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
I wonder if that guy's named after one of the video game devs. He's brilliant. He's absolutely wonderful.
Come, Alan, this way.
And that's the music that Fiora has in her introductions. Who's over here? No, not over there. Over here. Oh, this is Mr. Artist? Mr. Artiste.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Okay, that just looks like a very dark silhouette of a person.
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Guess who's going to be out there tonight? Hi! My name's Alan. Yeah, that's right, you just bitch slap that door. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Okay, I guess I'd better follow plot. Boop-boop-boop-boop. You are still amazing, mate. I'll never change. What's over this way? What's through here? Nope. That's the patient's wing. Don't want to go down the patient's wing yet. That's for staff only. It'll be locked. Yep. It's really dark in here. Is there a light switch? Yeah, it's another bleeding poster about Hartman's books. Why are there... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, why are there posters about Hartman's books in Hartman's own place? Why does he feel the need to advertise to his patients? Oh.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
And thus it's dark. Yay! Is that a... Quick, someone get a mobile. Scan this code. Oh, poor bear. So these are apparently supposed to be the patient's rooms. They don't look like patient's rooms to me, but what do I know, I guess. Oh, wait. Maybe through here? Oh, that's where I started. Fair enough. God, he really doesn't like his taxidermy, doesn't he? Poor owl. What are you looking at? Alright. Which way did Hartman go? Over here. Anything interesting on the bookshelves? Probably not. Nope. Poopy. Alright. Let's follow the dog. Nope.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialised help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Who's paying for all this crud? or locked? This guy keeps following me, it's annoying.
My roaches killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
So, Old
No,
Gods...
that won't do.
Oh.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best.
How convenient.
Don't you think?
He wants the manuscript pages.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah!
Face is weird.
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're alright, Tom. Hey, we
Thomas
like him,
Zane.
don't we, bro? He's gotta go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Manuscript page?
My head
Yeah.
was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Huh. So there's the Night Springs board game
So
again.
tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
They're calling me
We
Tom
had
Zane.
parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
And his hammer's amazing. Because it's Thor and he needs a hammer.
Bob
Night Springs
threw
again.
the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
They were the couple in
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man.
the
Bad
diner
scene.
in chapter 1. So there's the Night Springs board game.
I am tired, man. So tired.
If memory serves, Old Gods of Asgard is the name of a band that turns up in this game.
I want to go home.
Or one of the Alan Wake games. But I think it's actually Poets of the Fall or something who do the singing and whatnot. I can't remember. Alright, so return to my room. My room's this way. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'm a
Whoa.
bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be
Mullets?
about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
That's nice. Nope, she's still quiet. Okay.
Good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
I know. I've already been up there. I've explored. This place is full of awesome people.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
And that's the Finnish actor that the game company used to be the live action version of Alan, basically. I can't remember his name. Vilka Illy or something? Yeah. Ilka Villy even, sorry. Guys. Close but no cigar. Where am I even going? Yeah, Alan Wake room.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
I guess I'm gonna do some writing.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Arm phasing through the wood.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
You got an actual hammer.
crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Investigate racket.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? Ha ha! Nah! Ah, ha, ha.
You pretty
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Oh.
We're on a comeback tour, babe.
Read.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Hey! Hammer's Way will have its say rise up in their name!
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Come out and
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
Those guys don't like him.
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
Patient rooms.
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Oh. I see. And some slightly creepy pictures. Ooh. Manuscript page.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
So Hartman has been working with Mott, the kidnapper. Well, there's a surprise. This is going to be the same thing.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Best subjects for what? And that's presumably the artist guy who was out on the balcony earlier on. Any more?
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
On the one hand... Yes, I got an achievement for listening to those recordings, by the way. On the one hand, Dr. Hartman's a bit of a twat. On the other hand, yeah, Nightingale needed to be told all of that because he's been a raving, drunk, alcoholic douchebag.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman.
Nice.
He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Yeah, well, surprising absolutely no one. If it surprises you, Alan, you're a muppet. So the question is, what happened to Mott? Or a question is, what happened to Mott? Oh, going this way now.
Get out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I'm famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be
Barry?
looking for me.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
It wasn't her fault.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
I don't know, she's lost her fapping material, so maybe it is a harsh punishment. Coffee! Okay, that door's going to be locked, so I have to go through here. It's convenient that one key opens all this stuff.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
He's found a gun.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see?
It's the woman.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Goodbye, Hartman. No, you shouldn't have enjoyed that.